December's the month that we need to get ourselves prepared for 2025. Now, I'm not talking about the doom and gloom or hiding out in a cave somewhere or prepping for the worst. I'm talking about moving into your highest timeline, because 2025 is going to be one of the craziest, transformative, unsettling years of our entire life. Now, this is going to be happening in the world, but also in our own individual experiences. Let's get ready. I'm going to give you the 5 things that you need to do this month to get ready for 2025. And grab your 2-for-1 Black Friday deals on Earth 1111. I have my link below in the description where you can check out all of my offerings there for a lot more to activate you, jumpstart you into a brand new life, give you skills, wisdom, quantum shifts, and so much more. Are you ready? I'm Roxanne, this is Earth 1111. Thanks for tuning in. I talk about spirituality, new earth, awakening, ascension, as we co-create a brand new paradigm on the planet, all the craziness in between. So definitely subscribe to my channel, hit that bell if you're new, and thanks for coming back if you're someone that has seen me before. I hope you're doing good. I've been offline because it's been some crazy timeline shifts, and I've been doing a lot of grid work, gate work, but I'll get into that in a future video. So let's get right into the number 1 thing that you need to do to get prepared right now this month, because we don't want to be wasting this energy. We are in a rapid up-leveling. So before I get into it, let me just explain that we just timeline jumped as a collective. Really, we are orbiting, spinning so much faster than ever before. It's kind of like when you want to slow down when you're spinning, you put your arms out. Well, we have just let go and we are now tightly orbiting, which is really causing a lot of destabilization in the quantum field, in the world around us, in our own lives. You could be feeling very unsettled. Now, that's normal for right now. So just be aware, and I will talk about all of the quantum shifts, because we had a major pole shift where we realigned our alignment in time and space, but I'll get into that with diagrams in a future video. Subscribe for more. Okay, number 1, and by the way, I got myself a little drawing tablet. Hope I can figure out how to work this thing. If I can figure this thing out. Number 1, we need to think long-term, but act short-term. What I mean by that is, if you're wasting this month in kind of the fake facade of Christmas, of the holidays, and you're only worrying about, right, the Christmas gifts and finding the deals and the Christmas lights, the ornaments, the parties, you're going to be wasting this month, because it is such a powerful energy month, a surge forward. And if everything you're doing is just kind of the short-term holiday plans and things that you're putting your energy into and your time and your money, then you're gonna be wasting this time so much. Please don't do that. We need to be thinking long-term, which is thinking about where we wanna be in the months and years to come. Trying to set our intentions, visualize that, seeing yourself there. But what can you do in the short term, the moment by moment actions, to start setting yourself up for that? So we want to dream big, but think small, as in like not small, but short term, right? What can we do right now to start heading towards those great dreams of our life, where we want to be? Because I know 99.999% of people are not really happy where they're at right now, or they're kind of in this transformational time. And I'm with you. I've been kind of doing a lot of stuff, which I'll get into in number 2. I've been like this tech 3D guru here the last month, trying to rework a lot of things happening in my own life. But it is a big time to really think, instead of worrying about the doom and gloom, the chaos out there that is trying to pull your attention on to the next chaotic drama event. They are using your life force energy to keep the old playing out. If you want to really jumpstart this month, Put your energy back into yourself. Where are you putting your energy, your money, your attention, your time? Because when you can actually think about your own goals and start up-leveling your life that way, and not just thinking that you're some small little pawn in the big game that is playing out without you, know that you have all the power. It's more a matter of where do you want to be next year? What do you want to be creating in 2025? And what steps can you take right now? Little tiny things that are very easy, right? Because we're not blasting out of the gates right now with Mercury retrograde and we have other planets in retrograde. It's kind of the energy is slowing up and it's moving inward. So if you're wasting it by focusing on all these things in the outside world, which a lot of people are doing right now, I'm seeing that it's almost like they are stalling, they're up leveling in their life. We need to bring all the energy back. Like I said, bring it back into the center so we can move through the portal into a higher version of ourselves. We need to alchemicalize, is that a word? We need to shift, transmute, and alchemize. That's the word I was thinking about. Alchemize our internal, which means all the energy coming on the planet right now. If you're just spewing it out and worrying about all these external things, that is going to keep you looping in the old. So think long-term about your long-term goals and think about what you can do right now in this short term to start heading towards there in little micro steps, okay? So don't ever feel discouraged because we're all in this boat together. It's almost like we're relearning a complete new way to live because the old ways are no longer working. So that leads me into now my number 2 step, which is creating the systems. Right now, because I said, we are re-alchemizing, re-transmuting. We are bringing energy back into the underlying foundation to up level, which means we need to figure out the systems in our life that are not working and start implementing new systems that will easily flow us to our goals easier without us having to like stronghold ourselves and claw our ways into something new. The resistance is big until we create the systems of success. So I mentioned this in previous courses and classes of mine. We need to create the system. So for example, with myself, I have been being like a 3D tech wizard the last couple of weeks. I've been doing a lot of gate work as well offline, trying to stay offline as much as possible. But when I am putting my focus into is fixing the systems in my own business, for example, with Earth 1111 that are wasting my time, that are wasting my resources, that are really not productive. And I've been figuring out different ways to start implementing automations and things to try to make my life easier. So I'm not wasting my time, effort, doing things multiple times. And right, like I want to spend less time. As you know, I do a lot of gate work and grid work on the stargates, on the planetary grids. I'm not a content creator. You know, I don't do this just because I want to, get some clicks or pump out content for you guys. I am doing a lot on the quantum field and I really don't even need to be doing anything online, but I do it because I know that it helps you guys because I've been through so much myself and I want to make sure that your path is a lot easier because mine was not. But that's what I mean is where are you wasting your time? So where are the time wasters in your life? That really your time is everything. We only have so much time on this planet. So time is really one of the most important things, right? People focus on things like, of course, money. Oh, figuring out this pen thing. But time is money. When you can do something easier, then you're not wasting your precious energy. So that's another thing, energy. So where can you start implementing systems in your day-to-day life where you're not doing the same old thing over and over that can really be done once and be automated. Or for example, if you're wasting an hour a day focusing on scrolling on social media, really accomplishing nothing, what can you do in that hour instead to focus on you? The most important person in your life right now is you. Your family will actually get the best version of you when you put your own attention on you first. Because if you're depleted, you can't be the best partner, the best mom, the best dad, the best anything, right? So where can you start re-switching these systems in your life that you can reroute your resources? So that's also a thing. So resources. Oh. Right, it's kind of a little bit hard to write on the screen. Actually, by the way, I'm brand new at this, so I'm still figuring out this tablet. But yeah, another thing for myself, getting a tablet so I can show you guys diagrams. It took me so long to make diagrams on Canva and places like that. This is going to be a lot easier for me. So again, this is one of those things, you put a little bit of money up front, you get yourself so much more, right? So my videos are going to be so much more interactive when I can actually show you guys things with diagrams and things like that on future videos. But your energy, your resources, where are you wasting resources? Where are you wasting money, right? Is there different things you can do? Where are you wasting your own skills, your own life? Are you not living your dream life, your dream purpose? Like, are you wasting your soul essence in a 9-to-5 job? Start tweaking that. Start thinking long term, because right now, where we just shifted in the quantum field, again, I'm going to give you diagrams in a future video. Subscribe to Earth 1111 for more of that. But where we just shifted means that the old ways are not going to work anymore. And if you've been kind of complacent, stalling, because things have been like, you know, you're not happy, but it's kind of like it's not at that level of pure hell, right? Because we kind of get into this comfort zone. It's like, you know what? I don't like it, but I'm not like hating my life. So we don't make the change. You're going to move from kind of discontentment, kind of irritation, to like full-blown sick of whatever's not in alignment. And that's because, like I said, we are orbiting so much faster that the chaotic patterns that need to be released need to go now. So the universe, right, in the past, source would give us, you know, many opportunities, many lessons, right? Essentially, we would have years to figure out something. And now we are rapidly moving through time so quickly. So if you're feeling that time is speeding up, it is speeding up like never before. We're moving into 0 point, which means my good old analogy I've mentioned before many times, it's like a merry-go-round. When you are on the outside, people are going flying off. That's the chaos. They are just flopping in the world, right? The world is essentially dictating their lives because they are not in control at all. When you are trying to get yourself to that center of that merry-go-round, that's that 0 point. That's where you can just stand in the exact center of the spiral. And you don't even, right? You are the co-creator of your own reality. It's hard to get there, right? Because you actually move through time so quickly. The force, the resistance, the craziness to get there, you have to unravel everything in your life that's not aligned. So again, I'll get into more on that with diagrams to show you guys in the future, but we need to get to that 0 point level, which is really why time is speeding up. You're not going crazy, time is going faster. Okay, so where can you recreate systems of success in your life to make sure that you are setting yourself up for a successful 2025, where you are moving into your soul mission, not wasting your life on things that no longer are aligned, not wasting your precious energy, not wasting your resources, your money, right? So what can you invest in now, right? There's Black Friday specials right now. Oh, by the way, I do have 2-for-1 deals for Black Friday as well this week. So definitely check out my link below in the description. Because of course I have lots of different offerings to help you level up, gain skills, wisdom, and activate your own DNA to jumpstart yourself into a brand new timeline. So check out my deals for 2-for-1 for a lot more. Okay, but that is, so like I've been doing a lot of these systems, figuring out where I'm wasting my energy, my time, how can I do things easier. Really look into your own life right now and just start eliminating things that are not aligned, because you're gonna, right, essentially we need to minimalize right now, simplify. So where can you do that? Start paying attention to that this month, because we're rapidly moving new. Now, try something new. As I move into number 3, try something new in your life. Because a lot of times we get caught in this stale energy, right? So Christmas is kind of different because it's kind of like, oh, it's exciting, it's Christmas, right? I can buy some stuff. I can, right? So I can go to parties, I can, right? Everyone's kind of happy. Well, not everyone, but you know, it's that kind of vibe. But this is not going to last. So again, don't put your attention on short term, think long term. Can you try something new? Again, right now, Black Friday, can you gain skills? Can you maybe invest in something that's going to help you long term with those systems, but also with your creativity, with excitement? How can you move into, right? Say you've always wanted to do something, but you've been kind of too scared, right? Or you, essentially, let's just say we have all these excuses of why we can't do something, right? And so again, my masterclass for November was all about healing for ascension beyond the fractal soul. 99% of our, so again, this is kind of like not necessarily number 3, but we only have, so let's say this is like an iceberg. We are only conscious of this top part. This is 99% of what's going on in our life, patterns. And so we get caught in these kind of comfort zones, right? Where we're recreating the same pattern, driving the same way to work every day, eating the same foods, doing the exact same routine. And it's like this regurgitated cycle of energy. And so you start, so you lose that excitement. You lose that, right? That ability to try something new. You actually stop really feeling that you deserve it, or you might have these patterns of trauma where you just feel that, right, the world, right, I never make any money and this is just how it is. You're a victim to your circumstances, which is not at all the truth. But instead, there's these subconscious shadow aspects, inner child trauma, past life trauma and patterns, and of course, ancestry patterns of our lineage, things that they went through that dictate this, all of this. So you need to really get to the core of those things in order to actually change this part. You need to essentially be conscious. Let's change the, oh, don't know what I'm doing now. So you need to be, this conscious part of you needs to expand to become all of that, right? When you're conscious of realizing these old patterns, and we can do it by, number 1, easily, try something new. Try something that you've always wanted to. Like I said, right now, Black Friday deals. Do you need to learn a skill? Do you want to get those creative juices flowing? Do you want to get new energy? Go to a new park somewhere. Try something new. And then you'll find that you get out of the box, right? So many people just, I think I had this before in a reel one time. It's like, right, we have our life and it's like we go to work, right? So here's our work. Then we go to maybe the gym. I'm saying not everybody, but right. Then we kind of like go to the grocery store and then we go home, watch TV, right? Watch Netflix, whatever, scroll on our phone, go to bed, right? Sorry, I'm terrible at drawing right now. Go to bed and then wake up and it's the same thing. So everything is this box over and over and over and over and over. Nothing is new. People get stuck into so many habits that nothing is new. It's the same old routine all the time, and they wonder why they can't step into something new. You need to shift the energy in your actual body, in your actual life, by breaking old patterns. So again, that's why I did that masterclass talking about this part, so you know the underlying core issues and how to start creating a life of your dreams, because you have to heal the fractal soul first. So again, check out the masterclass. It is free. If you want to join another one of my programs, you can get that on the 2-for-1 Black Friday special. You can get it for free. Or if you join my master membership, you get a brand new masterclass every single month at huge discounts. And again, this one is included. Now I have it until December 5th. So December 5th is the cutoff, and then I have a brand new masterclass. So join before then, my master membership. People are getting so much change from that, and that will lead you into the next year. Learning new skills on unique and exciting topics that will activate you, right? That will gain you skills, wisdom, empowerment. Now, we got to be thinking long term. What can you do short term? Again, right? This isn't just a plug on my stuff. Whatever is that passion within yourself that you've been putting off, try something new. Okay. All right. Had a little bit of a hiccup there figuring out this thing. Again, trying something new, this tablet. Okay. Now, number 4 is channel your energy towards a project. Okay, so we have so much energy going on right now. The energy is chaotic. There's a lot of energy in the grid from all the solar flares, from Pluto that entered the sign, not the actual constellation, but the sign of Aquarius. It's like moving into a lot of head energy, mental chaos. It's happening right now. People are waking up and just spewing and projecting energy into the grid for lots of us to transmute and to clean up. It's fun stuff. But, oh, I just saw 2222 on here. But when you channel this energy into a brand new project, into something new, again, remember micro steps, what can you do for 5 minutes? What can you do for 20 minutes? Find those windows of opportunity, those goal moments to start stepping into new territory. And then once you shift into a brand new area in the quantum field, you open up to the cosmos, to God, to source, to the universe. You download new ideas. You need to change where you're coming from, your perspective. You need to literally change where you exist in the quantum field to then open up new pathways, AKA new ideas, new opportunities, new things. That's how we start manifesting and becoming in the flow. If you're in the same box, like I said before, and you're doing the same thing over and over, you're not going to get yourself any new ideas. You're going to feel stuck. You're going to feel stagnant. You're going to be stuck in this energy that is, like I said, this energy is here. It's ramped up. When you can channel that towards something that is, so again, this is the masculine energy that we also need to balance out with the feminine. You need to put that energy towards something and direct it towards something that is going to give you long-term success. So again, back to all numbers 1, 2, 3, and now this is 4. Put this energy towards something, because it is so important right now when the energy is just wasted. If you're just, like I said, I see a lot of people that are going to just loop. You know, let me just show you a little thing here. So we just shifted. Okay, so I'm going to say it just like this, just to be easy. So we just shifted. Okay, so now before we were like this, for example. Okay, so we just shifted. We are orbiting faster. We are lining back with the photon belt, with the actual organic time cycles. So when people shift, a lot of people don't want to actually step into the new, right? So now this happened collectively. So this is why a lot of people are going to be in chaos, because they don't know what happened. This is the last month or so now. Again, we are heading into December 21st, 2024, which is the 12-year anniversary of the whole Mayan calendar end date of December 21st, 2012, which I'll get into in a future video. So make sure you subscribe, because people are going to start looping. So they're going to do the same thing. And I'm seeing this happen, right? Even though we shifted, people are trying to recreate the past over and over, right? The same routines. They're not making sense of the fact that we shifted. We need to now act from a different version of ourselves. So essentially, because we shifted to this alignment from this alignment, we can now step up into a bigger version of ourselves. So again, let's say like that. We got a different color. Let's get a different color. So we can become a different version of ourselves, a bigger version of ourselves that has more opportunities to download from this new place in the quantum field, where there's more energy, more ideas, more intelligence, more wisdom, more love as well. Even though people aren't seeing that. So they're seeing the chaos because their attention is out here, right? Their attention is on how to make money or lack of it. Their attention is on, right, the doom and gloom happening out there that never ends. Their attention is on, like I said, numbing themselves out, parties, Christmas, anything to fill the void, because they have that inner churn happening within themselves, that chaos in their own energy, but they don't want to use that energy towards something. So even if it's something like cleaning up your place, organizing something, try something new, an exercise routine, stepping out of the box in so many ways, it is so key right now, because the energy is chaotic. It will bring you up into your mind. You're in this tailspin. Bring it into the body, action. So again, this is like why the last month or so, I've been doing not just a lot of gate work and grid work, but I've been doing a lot of, like I said, channeling my energy towards creating new systems for Earth 1111, a new website, brand new plugins, brand new tech stuff that beyond the point of this video. I've become like a tech freak, essentially. Not my favorite, but I've been learning new skills, right? Skills that I needed to up level where I need to go. So people instead are draining their energy on all of these things. There's just unlimited crap that you can focus on out there. And I'm seeing this especially in the spiritual community. We have up leveled, but most people, if you see them, they have not up leveled, especially people on YouTube and things, right? People that have social media accounts, they seem to be talking about the same stuff. They seem to be kind of stuck in the loop. And yeah, the universe is pushing us forward. Not everyone is going to want to do that. They will stall. They will resist. And when you resist, it's going to become more chaotic, because we shifted into this new alignment. What happens is, if you're still existing in this alignment, in the old ways, right, you are actually out of alignment. You are actually looping in these constant loops of the past. You're not getting yourself nowhere. And you're going to see how your same actions that maybe worked before no longer work. So again, beyond the point of this video, I want to get into more things. And now, number 5 is forgiving the past and our stories. People like to cling on to their old story, and that's what keeps them looping in the past. And this is why we've shifted. We need to be willing to let go of the clutter, the junk, the old relationships, the old friends, the things, the homes, the things that are no longer in alignment. And yeah, it's scary. Jumping into the unknown, it is the scariest thing ever. But the universe is going to reward those people that are willing to follow their inner guidance, create something new, channel the energy into something new. You need to forgive the past. And that means forgiving people that wronged you, forgiving past versions of yourself that did not know better, etc., etc. When we cling on to our story, that is like a tether. an anchor that keeps you looping in the old. And you're going to find, like I said, it getting even more chaotic because it's ramping up, shaking. It's almost like the quantum grid is shaking us loose of these tethers, these attachments. And people are clinging on to any remnants of their past because it's, again, the comfort zone. Or they want that story, that excuse to really dictate why they didn't step up in their life earlier, right? Again, forgive the past and always forgive past versions of yourself that did not know better, right? Myself today, I'm different than I was yesterday. My yesterday version might not have known better to do X, Y, and Z. Don't get me wrong, I was guided to start sharing my idea of the day kind of thing in 2009. So this is a couple years after I started my Kundalini and things like that. So 2009, I was guided to start a YouTube channel, to start sharing whatever truths I had at the time, probably really minimal 4D truths. But I was guided to do that then. Would I do? No. I clung on to my old past businesses, my old past ways, right? And my old ways of making money. I didn't trust myself. And I wasted a decade. Then this is even more ridiculous. So I did talk about this in my Epic Shift CEO program, where I talked about how that even when I started so it was only when I really started activating at the solar plasma light body level did I start having the confidence to start sharing these videos and things like that and my stuff, because I was like, whoa, okay, like now I'm at this level that's so ridiculous. I need to start sharing this with others. But then I didn't have the energy. I couldn't even go on the internet. I couldn't stare at a camera. I couldn't do this. I was literally meditating for like 7-8 hours a day, shamanic journeying. I was like, it was not a good time to start a business, okay? So if I would have listened to my original guidance in 2009, I could have been pumping out content when I was still a quote unquote 3D human a lot easier. And so then I talked about how for 3 years, even at this point in time, like I'm thinking 2015, 2016 is when I really, I need to get back onto this, right? My life imploded. It went horrible because I didn't listen. Instead, I went looping in the past. I wasn't ready to step into my higher version. And it was like the most horrible couple years of my life. Horrible, because I was living a life completely unaligned. And so then when I finally had, the confidence to do it, I was, like I said, I was exhausted energetically. I was transforming at the atomic level. I was not stable enough. I was activating so much, and I had yet to integrate all these levels. And so for me to act and to do anything 3D like was impossible. And so during this time, even when I did have the energy surges, I created something like 300 YouTube videos trying to make this perfect video that essentially, if you will look back on my old videos, they're terrible. They're trash. But I was trying, I didn't want to post one until it was perfect. And really, they're terrible. Every time you start something new, you know you're going to suck. Okay? So again, do I have regrets that I wasted all that time? Yeah. But do I hold on to that as a story or as, I was so stupid and blah, blah, blah? No, because what is that going to get me? It gets me nowhere. I actually now laugh at it in a loving way that I was so insecure that I had to have this perfect video to post my first one, meanwhile wasted all this time, thousands of hours of my time, literally wasted for what? Nothing. And if you look, like I said, don't look back on my old videos. They're terrible. But that's what I mean. You got to start somewhere. Forgive the versions of yourself that made mistakes. Forgive your failures. Learn from your failures. So learn from the past and failures. Don't hold on to the failures, learn from them. They pivot you to start moving towards where you need to go. So know that. And again, the people, so I'm talking people of your past, your old versions. If you're holding on to old stories, that is going to stop you from moving forward, from progressing, from everything. So you got to forgive the people that, right? They may not have changed even to this day, but are they sitting there holding a grudge, thinking about how they wronged you all day long for years? No, they probably don't even think about it. Why are you wasting your precious energy holding on to a burden, a story, holding on to this, right, this negativity from someone that might have abused you or someone that might have done something to you? It is draining you. Forgive the past. Forgive past versions of others, yourself. Forget about your old story. We're creating right now a new version of ourselves, new version 2.0, 10.0, 100.0, whatever version you're on. Know that we're all doing this at the same time. And we're all like little babies, just from moment to moment, figuring it out. So you're not alone. I'm in this myself. And this is why with my master membership, I'm going to be doing a lot of different things like 7-day challenges, things like that. Actually, I've been thinking about for December doing something like that to start, right? It's so, for so many years, we kind of are in this mode of healing, gotta heal the trauma, gotta look at the past. We need to pivot now. Know that we've done a lot of healing. We have, not all of you have, right? A lot of you are just kind of beginning where you need to deal with the shadow in the past. Again, that's why I have my masterclass from last month called Heal for Ascension Beyond the Fractal Soul. But a lot of us are kind of in this pivot moment where, okay, now we can start looking out the front view. No longer putting our attention in the back view where we are always focusing on, all the problems of the past. Now, right now, the opportunity is to focus on forward. Like I said, think long term. Put your energy towards something. Slowly. Try something new. Right now, when there's deals, invest in something that's going to help you long term, that's going to bring that creativity out, that's going to give you skills, that's going to change your life. Not just the next dust collector from Amazon. Put your resources, energy, time, and rework the systems, like I said too, that to create the systems of success. Because then it's like you don't hit this roadblock and you're like, oh, okay, I'm going to give up. You flow. You start creating a flow in your life, in your day-to-day habits, routines, and it starts to get easier. Life shouldn't be as hard as it has been. A lot of us have been in this massive transmutation of all the darkness of our own stuff, right? This is the culmination lifetime. We are healing every single thing from past lives, future lives, ancestry lineages, childhood, yesterday, right now. I was going to talk about more on that in my Heal for Ascension Masterclass, because you've got to realize that yes, these things affect us. They're these subconscious patterns, but there's a balance between dealing with the subconscious patterns. So for those of you that haven't begun that, you've got to deal with that as well. But also to pivot and to start stepping towards the new. And a lot of the old will kind of start to release as well right now though. But I think a lot of people, right, they're not grounded in their actions. So they're kind of in this like mode of being up in the sky. They're not in their body. And so they can't actually create the foundations of something new in their life. Because it's kind of like a dream and they just pretend that they are happy and they have these affirmations or they do these manifestations with no reality or no grounds in reality, no foundation, but they're not grounding it into their day-to-day life. And so it just maintains as this idea in their mind or this dream in their heart, but they don't actually deal with the patterns, the subconscious patterns of why they're sabotaging themselves, or why this is happening, or why they have money problems, or why they have these issues. So you've got to have the balance. For those of you that have been dealing a lot in the shadow, a lot of dealing with the past, the healing, the big grunt work, now is our time to almost like relearn the joy and the happiness that we can actually have in our life. And grab your 2-for-1 Black Friday deals on Earth 1111. I have my link below in the description where you can check out all of my offerings there for a lot more to activate you, jumpstart you into a brand new life, give you skills, wisdom, quantum shifts, and so much more. So thanks so much for watching. You can share my video on all your social media platforms. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, X, and Facebook for different content there. Follow my accounts and comment below what you're going through. It really helps people know that they're not alone. We're all going through this crazy transformation all together. And thank you so much. I hope I earned a thumbs up, and subscribe to Earth 1111 for future videos. We'll see you very soon. I'm Roxanne. This has been Earth 1111.